climbed up 1,000 feet. Headed for 3,000 feet this way, probably in that small saddle between the peaks. The road looks like this. This is pretty typical of the road shoulder quality. There's a couple of road bikers that are about a quarter mile back. Beautiful day, weather, 60, low 60s, 65 maybe. I'm in shorts, I'm in short sleeves. It's nice. Perfect forecast. Still headed up, going slow. Exit portal sign for Death Valley National Park, and I've got a couple of ideas to pass on. The first thing I would say is skip Pahrump Valley completely. The road going into Pahrump Valley and the climb over Towns Pass is very short and very steep. Between this sign and Furnace Creek, the elevation gain is 20. I passed the 2,000 foot marks, and I'm guessing 2,400 feet, and I just have to get over the pass, which is probably right there, which is at 3,000 feet. And even if it does have a higher grade, I won't have any problem. Didn't even break a sweat, didn't breathe hard coming up. Super easy, 3 to 4% for the miles that took us to get out to the end of the park. What I would do if I was thinking about doing this again, skipping the Pahrump Valley completely and making my way to Pahrump, Nevada. And at Pahrump, I would probably stop at the Super Walmart and stock up on 5, 6, 7 days worth of food. You know, a couple pounds of mixed nuts, some raisins, a couple pounds of rice, a couple pounds of lentils, a head of cabbage, a couple pounds of carrots, some garlic, some onion, and that sort of thing. The basic necessities. And then I would roll down. Pahrump is at 3,000 feet. And so it's basically, once I get over this little pass, I'll go to Death Valley Junction where 190 and 127 come together. And I believe there's a gas station or something there. But I would start in Pahrump and I would go down State Line Road to that junction, and then I would with all your food, and then roll straight down into Furnace Creek and explore the park for 5 or 6 days, supplementing food with stuff that's available in the park. But everything in the park is 3, 4, 5 times the price that it is outside the park. I had to the sign is right there. I had to move like 4 cars pulled up. Anyway, I need to finish telling you. The other thing that I would do is my research. I would research about backcountry camping. Backcountry camping in Death Valley National Park is allowed. There's dozens and dozens of dirt roads that run off into the desert, and you can camp anywhere in the park. Basically, you need to be 2 miles off the paved road. Also, when you're at Furnace Creek, I would stop at the ranger station and pick up a backcountry permit. I don't know how picky they are. You know, some places are really, really picky, and other places are like, okay, you're off 2 miles, that's good. But I would check that out and do some research, maybe even find some loops that go out towards the mountains, and it's the way to go. Although, you know, $12 to camp, that's really not that much, and the water down there is all very good. No problems with the water, no funny tastes or anything like that, and readily available at the campgrounds and at the visitor center at Furnace Creek. Also, remember, I have the America the Beautiful Park Pass, which allows me access into pretty much any of the public lands that has a access or entrance fee. Up to 4 bicyclists may enter the park with 1 pass. So it would be, you know, you're looking at some of these parks like Grand Canyon. I think it's $25 or $30 just to get in the park. And you know, all these people are paying the same thing, $20 to get in the park on in a car. They do, if you don't have a pass, you're going to pay $10 to enter the park. And if you're traveling in a group, it makes a lot of sense to buy one of those park passes, and everybody just goes in together. Down this road right here, shows the elevation 2,000 feet, so there's about 1,000-foot drop. There is nothing here at Death Valley Junction. It's like a little ghost town. I mean, there might be one or two little things, but we'll see. I think there's a gas station. I'm looking for a road called State Line Road, which runs to Pahrump. But I'm gonna ride through here and see what Death Valley Junction is all about. Death Valley Junction. There is a, you see, there's something called the I don't even know what it is. Amargosa Opry House, or Opera House, which was I don't know. But there's a hotel, and they sell water at the hotel. There's no gas station. Water was $2 a pint for Walmart water. And they have some kind of museum here, railroad. And that's about it. I'm 22 miles from Pahrump. So I'm gonna take State Line Road out to, I don't know. I actually could make it today. That'd be pretty cool. All the way from Pahrump to, from Death Valley to Pahrump. That's not bad for a one-day ride. Okay, so there's no sign here that says welcome to Nevada or anything. Somebody just spray painted it. A little bit more traffic on this road than I thought. Probably a car every mile, either coming or going. I think I'm only about 17-18 miles out of the outskirts of Pahrump. Let me move over here. There was leaving town. There was a section of a good 5 or 6 miles where there was a fence. You can see that right here at the state line. The fence stops. I guess there will be no more fence. And temperature is a little on the cool side, actually. It's no more than 60. 62, 64, somewhere right there, low 60s. So it's nice. And I'm going to continue on here. There's very little cover, but there are some places where there's some small trees. I'm going to go until I've got another 2 hours or 2.5 hours before the sun sets. So I'm just going to go until I find something good with a little cover and set up camp. I've come out of Death Valley Junction on State Line Road about 8 miles maybe into California, and I think I've had, look at it, maybe an hour and a half sun left. See right here where there's this embankment. It looks man-made, but it's not, I can tell. On the other side of that, and that's about 25 feet high, on the other side of that, if I cross over right over there somewhere and go behind that, it drops down and it's flat. And so what I'm doing now is I'm looking down both sides of the road, although I don't have a good view on this side. But I'm going to hoof it over there, and hopefully without being seen, and set up my camp. have dinner. Okay, so I've popped over this berm. Matter of fact, let's take a look. Here comes a car. So I guess I'm about, I don't know, probably 400 or 500 feet out from the road. I'm sure that road doesn't have a lot of traffic at night, but who knows. It's the flattest spot I can see. If I move any further out here, I'm visible from the road because the berm ends right there. So I'll probably just set up. Okay, so I've pulled out here probably a good 700 or 800 feet. There's actually two, maybe three of these berms that come up, and I crossed over the first one, and there wasn't really a flat spot over there, and then I crossed over the second one, and I got to this. So this is nice. I got this nice embankment here. This is probably a drainage, but it's not like a major, I mean, there's not a lot of land that this is draining, and there's zero chance of precipitation tonight. So I'll set my tent up right here, and could just hear the cars going by. I'm going to set up and make a little dinner. Camp here looks something like that. Sun's just coming up. Should be up in about probably less than 10 minutes. It's icy cold. It's not icy cold, but after a week in Death Valley, it feels really cold. I'm sure it's probably low 40s, upper 30s. The final pack up here. You know, when I camp, I follow a leave no trace ethic, especially when I'm dispersed camping or when I'm stealth camping. Okay, so I'm on the outskirts of Pahrump, and once again, Nevada's chasing me out. Nevada's just too dangerous for bicyclists, you know. 4 people in the last 2 weeks have been hit and killed in Vegas on bicycles, all by hit and run drivers. No one's been caught. The road conditions are extremely poor, very unsafe. The town of Pahrump itself has bike lanes for about 2 miles, like the strip, but that's it. And the infrastructure, the roads are just a crumbling mess. So I just can't do it anymore. I was in a hotel last night, and this morning I went and washed clothes at the laundromat, and then sat in the library for about 5 hours. And I decided I just gotta go. It's 63 miles to Vegas, where I need to stop in for some maintenance on the bike. And the road 160 is not bad right now. I hear there's a shoulder almost all the way. It's 63 miles, and right in the middle there's a 2,000 foot climb that I'm gonna have to do. But it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've only got 2 or 3 more hours of sunlight left. So I'm just gonna go as far as I can till night and camp out in the desert, and then make my way into Vegas tomorrow to see if I can't get the bike fixed.